Welcome back to Amazing Model Cars. And I am very sorry that I have not posted a video in a couple of weeks. I've been trying to think of good content to make for the second year of this channel. If you haven't seen the 1-year anniversary video, I highly suggest you go check that out. It's on my channel. But today there is a very special video for you. You may remember that a couple weeks back, I made a video comparing Autoart Signature to Autoart Performance. And I got a comment from FJR that said, why didn't I have the same car from Autoart Signature and Autoart Performance? So I explained it to him, why that wasn't a possibility. And so he asked me to make a video on why Autoart Performance is so much more expensive and why I spend more money on it. So FJR, this video is for you. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, how much more expensive? So, as a comparison, the Gallardo Superleggera, which is the Autoart Performance car that I used in the comparison video, is $100 US. The Lamborghini Aventador in this turquoise color from Autoart Signature is $220 US. And this Bugatti Veyron Supersport is now valued at around $280 US. So yes, they are more than twice the price, but I'm willing to pay that kind of money for them because, in my opinion, they're just so much better. The first thing we're going to compare between the two kinds is the box. This is the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera Autoart Performance box. One thing it does have that Autoart Signature does not is the little name stand, but it looks really cheap and the font isn't a font that I would want. However, when we look at the Autoart Signature boxes, the Aventador box, which is the less nice one of the two, this is like most Autoart Signatures. It says Aventador LP700-4 Autoart Signature, Lamborghini logo, same thing on the back, and a lot of stuff that nobody cares about on the bottom, and then again on the top. However, the nicest box by far is the Bugatti box. It's very simple, just having the name of the car on the sides and the Bugatti logo on the front. On the back it's blank, top it's blank, and the bottom, you guessed it, a bunch of random garbage that no one cares about. And it really comes down not even to the look of the box, but just the safety of your model car. When you're paying this much money for a car at all, you want it to be protected. So in the Autoart Signature boxes, your car actually comes inside this big styrofoam box. Separate parts, like in the Bugatti Veyron, the engine cover would come in here. The engine cover actually came just like this, kind of strapped in there so that it's safe and not scratching against the rest of the car during the shipping process. So it's a lot safer with these boxes because they just keep your car in a much better condition. And then when you go to open the box, you have the car inside it, all protected by styrofoam. There's usually a bunch of, there's always a bunch of screws in the bottom, but that was just showing you kind of how tightly it rests in there. It's very squeaky, which does get annoying, but it keeps your cars very safe. You never have to worry about them getting damaged. So yeah, I think that the Autoart Signature boxes really kind of add to the cost because this car is not going to get damaged at all. You don't have to worry about it. Because I know sometimes when I buy expensive models that aren't from Autoart Signature, I will actually stay up during the night wondering if it's already been destroyed during the shipping process. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the things that come with the box, like these certificates of authenticity. Another thing about Autoart Signature is they are limited edition. There were only, I think, 2,500 Veyrons made and 2,000 Aventadors made. I'm probably wrong, but I think that's right. And these are very nice. They're not just paper. They're not that flimsy. And I have them put in little stands, and they look super good next to the car. But possibly the best bonus thing you get for getting Autoart Signature are these booklets. They have details on how they made the model and just a ton of cool pictures. And I actually really like the design of the Lamborghini one better. The white on it, because the Bugatti Veyron Supersport is an older model. This is an older Autoart Signature look. So the next thing we're going to talk about is build quality. Autoart Signature is all die-cast. No composite. This is all metal on these cars, which is another reason why they're so expensive. I actually think Autoart Signature might be discontinued now, because I know Autoart is doing most of their cars in composite materials, but they do have the new boxes, the same as the Signature boxes, to keep the cars safer, which is a good thing. But these cars, I can't really convey it to you unless you own them, you know. They are very heavy. They are much heavier than Maestos and Wellies and even Autoart Performance. They are very heavy cars because they're all metal. And one of the last things that makes them so unique are just the extra little features you get on them. Most Autoart Signatures have at least one unique thing about them that's on no other car. All of them have the hoods, trunks, and the engine bonnet, the trunk, and the doors opening. But as you can tell, on Autoart Signature, they find special ways to do that, like on the Aventador. The doors, you push the handle forward, and they lift like that, which is unique to the Aventador. Well, technically, it's also on the Veneno and the Aventador S, and when Autoart makes a Centenario, it will be on there too. But it also, of course, has the moving rear spoiler, which is a super cool feature. And you can tell this fact is more true even with the Bugatti Veyron Supersport, because they found a very creative way to show the engine off. The entire cover lifts off, and you can see so much of the engine. And the engine is a separate part. It's not built in with the car. And then, of course, another very unique feature about the Veyron is this massive rear spoiler with the functioning air brake, which is actually surprisingly durable. I thought it would break, and it hasn't yet. And it fits very well with the rest of the car. It's very smooth. There's not really even a bump there. And just, they look so much nicer than the regular Autoarts. And that, I think, is why they're so much more expensive, is they have all of these extra things that Autoart doesn't have to add, but they add it so that it's even more special owning these than owning a regular Autoart model. So, SJR, I hope that answered your question. If it didn't, comment down below yelling at me, because that means I failed at my job to answer questions. And if, like FJR, you have a question or a video that you'd like to see, comment it down below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And I hope you all enjoy your week and your weekend. And that's all for today's video. So I will see you next week on Amazing Model Cars.